into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are catching this live from on today. My name is Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton, and today we are talking about what's next. I want to help you guys set up your summer strategy and put it into motion. Like, I don't want you to wing it this summer. I want you to focus, refocus, and readjust if you need to, getting back in control of your brand. And today we're speaking specifically about some of the tools that you need to implement on today. And we're also discussing what is forthcoming with regards to ways to set up your brand if you have no earthly idea what that means, what a brand is, how to brand yourself, and all of that. That's why you have access to the Brand Master. That's why you have access to all of this information. And that's why, so should you choose, you will have access to a next level opportunity to ensure that even if you start your brand today, you can pre-qualify and be set up and structured to request funding from the government so that you can actually assess yourself and ascend yourself into access to government contracting. Okay, so I want to make sure I cover this information. I'm going to show you a few testimonies at the very end today from people who actually just completed the 5-day challenge and who are now in position to go ahead and write their future ticket to freedom, and why setting up your brand will allow you to do the same. It's time to stop winging it. It's time to start winning with it. And today's training is your launch pad into Q3 to help you reflect on what has worked, release what didn't work, and set intention for your brand, for your business, for your value for the summer, so that you can be in position to combat the current state of our economy. So whether you're planning to pivot, whether you're planning to relaunch, rinse and repeat, this strategy session today will ensure that your next 30, 60, 90 days will serve you with peace, will serve your pockets, and will serve your purpose. Okay? So what I'm needing you to understand is that in July, this is fiscally the time that most entrepreneurs restart, okay? And actually how to avoid it, right? I don't need you to restart. You may need to jumpstart. You may need to start, right? I'm going to give you a 3-part summer strategy framework to recommit to your message, to refine your visibility and reallocate your time, and how to map out your Q3 content themes without burnout. Like, I don't want you guys burning out trying to get this done. Should you choose to stay on the branding course that you're on and you're not interested in government contracts, but I'm still going to tell you that even if you're not interested in it, make sure that your business is set up and structured so that should you become interested in it, you don't have to backtrack. You don't have to go back and fix things. You can make sure that you started with the foundation in place so that when you do pivot, you're already ready. Okay? Most people pause their brand over the summer and then they panic in September. But I don't want that for you. I don't want that for us. I want you to start your next 90 days already in motion and on purpose. So the 3-part summer strategy that I want to give you, this framework that I want you to consider, is to recommit, number 1, and revisit your why. Whatever your niche is, whatever your offer is, whatever your value is, your plan, your purpose, your passion, I want you to pay attention to all of that, and I want you to revisit it, and I want you to confirm that the message still feels aligned. And if it does not, make the pivot now. Make the shift now. Look at the information now and make the adjustment now. Most of you are scared to niche down. Most of you are scared to niche down because you don't want to leave anyone out. And let me say this. If you niche down and you put the information out to your very targeted audience and you put it out enough, those who are not in that niche, if they need it, they will still come. And common sense says if you can assist them, you will. So most of you are afraid to niche down because you're worried about leaving someone out, and you already know that those that you are purposed to serve will come to you. And if you are purposed to serve them, you will serve them. So just because I'm saying 45 to 65 plus year old males seem to be the target audience that is engaged and committed to the value and the content that I'm delivering, does not mean my current CTT squad of about 9 committed females, right? It's about 7 committed females, 2 committed males. This current committed CTT squad is actually majority women. However, paying attention to the algorithm, what physically is in front of me is different than what the algorithm is showing me. So just because I'm talking about 45 to 65-year-old males who are ready to pivot at the prime of their life and to leave a legacy does not mean the current females are not dialed in. They're dialed in and they're doing it. Okay, so think about that. Confirm that your message still feels aligned with who you know you have been told by the good graces of God above that it is your passion, purpose, value, what you are here to do. Pay attention to that and confirm that your message is still aligned with that, and then move forward. So let's move into number 2, refine. You want to, again, look at that current content rhythm that you have going, the consistent posting that you're out here doing, and you want to make sure that your posts, your lives, your emails, your SMS, your campaigns are serving your current goals, not your old goals. Okay? And so if your current message, as well as your content rhythm, the distribution of your reels and your shorts and all of that information still serves your current goals, then you can move on. If it doesn't, then what you need to do is refine that information, right? You need to bring it on down, niche it on down, change it up. Do whatever you need to do to make sure it falls into alignment, that it feels authentic so that you can move forward. Next, you want to reallocate. This is really, really important. I know you've heard me speaking on repurposing. I'm going to talk to you about reallocating right now. You need to adjust your content calendar for vacations or recovery, because right now, if you're going through burnout, then you don't need to continue to post every single day if you're burnt out. You need to adjust your time, adjust your content calendar. Take the time you need to recover, because you can't pour from an empty well. You also need to pay attention to the tools that you are using, and you may need to reallocate some funds towards tools that can automate for you. You may need to do a little upgrade. You may need to do a downgrade. You may need to leave the free buffer alone and go ahead and pay for the included social planner, right? So that you can get the data and the stats that you need to make sure what you're doing is working. And if you are on buffer and post planner and all these other things out here, maybe you need to consolidate and bring everything into one platform. You've seen me show you guys time and time and time again, inside of our social planning tool, you can have everything. You can have Pinterest, you can have YouTube, you can have LinkedIn, you can have X, you can have Facebook, you can have, did I say them all? You can have your own community, you can have your GMB, you can have all of these in one location, and you can cut what is not serving you. And finally, you don't necessarily need a team. If you utilize the system that you have in place and you learn how to use it to your best advantage, you don't have to outsource. But should you need to outsource, then outsource one thing at a time, or just automate what has been creating a bottleneck in your business. Okay? Right now, if you were to choose, hey, my July theme is going to be XYZ, what would it be? If you had to choose what your one platform that you need to double down and learn and master, what would that be? I apologize. I was really over and into that, but I had to just press pause for a minute and take care of a situation at home. But let me put up the CTA question of the day so that we can get into this next bit of information that I know that you really need. The one thing I want to ask, your engagement question for today, after you've looked at your recommitment, refining, and reallocate, What's your one focus for Q3 that your brand, your body, or your business needs from you? And where will you focus your attention? Again, I'm going to suggest that you ensure that your structure, your messaging, your content, your value, your purpose, that it's all aligned. And again, if you have no brand, you don't have a logo, you don't have a color palette, you don't have any giveaways, any freebies, you don't have your domain, you haven't set up your email, your business address, the name of your business, you haven't gone and registered your EIN, you haven't done your LLC, you haven't done your Secretary of State, SID, you haven't done your Dun & Bradstreet, you haven't gone and registered with sam.gov, you haven't done your NAICS codes, your NAICS codes, you haven't done any of this information. That's why, number one, you need the masterclass to help you understand how AI can help you double, triple, and quadruple down on your time to get it done, so that you can be structurally set up properly to qualify for the local, city, county, state, federal, Department of Transportation. All of these larger entities you will garner their attention, and you will be available to qualify for funds that they must distribute to small businesses. And if you're wondering what a small business is, I urge you, just pay attention, okay? So before we go today, I do want to share a bit of information with you with regards to the direction that the brand is moving toward and why we're allowing you to come along for this journey. So let me see if I can get this video up to share this information with you so that you can see. And I'm going to answer a couple of questions, because you may be thinking that joining another challenge, it's just another challenge. It's not. You may be thinking coming into, this realm of government contracts is not for me. It is. You may be thinking, no, I'd rather just, work smaller, not taller, not expand myself. You may be okay with shrinking. I'm going to tell you there is enough out here for all of us who even want to remain small to go big. So let's see if I can get this information shared onto the screen so that you guys can hear this good. Oops, what did I just do?
It's so much information that we've gathered in these sessions, but it's also exciting at the same time. So I'm grateful for this class. Very enlightening. It's so much information. First of all, just being exposed to the government contract world totally opens your mind up on the possibilities. Literally, you can curate the life you want if you take the time to do the work. Once you do the work, you're in a position to then be seen by these amazing opportunities by the government. It's been good, and I'm excited and grateful to be here with everyone else learning as well.
Game changer. I didn't realize that I can actually use my knowledge, my skills, my assets to acquire access to income from the government that will compensate me and will allow less time investment than I've been taking looking for singular clients that I know on purpose to serve. And because I will be able to work at a more intense capacity in my mind, it's definitely worth it. So I'm really excited about the future and what it holds for tapping into this area and how this can be utilized to compensate me on a larger scale, which in my opinion will free up my ability to tithe and serve more into the individuals that I want to bring along this journey.
So what's working for me now is that I already have experience working with the federal government. I've been a contractor, or I was a contractor for the last 6 years. Due to budget cuts, I was laid off from my job. My ideal vision for my business is basically to continue to work with the government, but at my own terms. Essentially, I do not want to work for another firm, another consulting firm I don't want to have to request PTO. I don't want to do any of those things. What's quite not right yet is the legalities of everything. I still need to follow through with LLC registration and things like that. Where I do have questions is with the residential address versus virtual address, because I know the rules are different when we're talking about federal contracting.
The level of access you get and being able to ask your questions it's invaluable. Even the energy of being able to be with like-minded people in the same stage as you and get the information I'm gathering, I can already see my business skyrocketing. I've made thus far.
So guys, let me tell you, let me be crystal clear. If you've never thought the possibility of being able to garner hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in your business because you don't have any business established yet, you've been in business and you've not been able to ascend to or reach the level in your business that you wanted to ascend to or to reach, this is possible. These goals are possible. These things can happen. And one of the best ways that you can, do that is to position yourself and affiliate yourself with people who have done it, learn from them. And this is the option that I have available to you for you to be able to do that. So you may be thinking, I don't want to join another challenge. I don't want to join another class. Who exactly would this be for? Because I don't feel it's for me. It is for entrepreneurs and it is for business opportunity seekers. It is for high-level entrepreneurs who are looking to scale maybe a brand new business and you want to, hey, let's knock out and get past all the other rigmaroles that are out here and let's just get it done. Let's hit my $1 million goal the first time. It's possible. It's for aspiring entrepreneurs like you, like me, who are looking to start, number one, to grow, number one, and to scale to 7 figures in 1 year. And again, it's possible, right? You may be thinking, how is this challenge going to work? Is it in a classroom format? Yes, these will be live. You will be able to come to this and watch it live. Yes, you will be able to grab a replay. All right, you will need to watch the challenge live or watch the recordings for the limited time that they are available, because they'll be posted inside of a group that you can actually go to, watch, and see. Trust and believe. VIP is even available for you to ask your questions live. I was able to keep a lot of the VIP questions that were asked because, again, it was invaluable. Questions that I hadn't even thought of were asked. And you want to be in the room to understand and to be able to get from others what they need compared to what you need. And I promise you, you will not want to miss this. So I am going to allow you guys to come into the option to go to govcon.martinabrityelverton.com to be able to register for the next upcoming 5-day challenge. It's not until July. We have an amazing amount of work that we can get done before you even get to the challenge. So should you choose to do so, okay? You may be also thinking, what if I can't attend live? Most times, Martina, when you're doing things, you're doing them during the day when I am, at work, or you have a call that's really late at night and I need to be in bed to get up for work the next day. Don't worry, recordings of the sessions will be available and it will be sent out to the VIP ticket holders, and you can access it, through the following time frame before they shut down. But if you're in the Facebook group, okay, you can also get access to that. And your girl tries to get the recordings as well. Most times when I attend these challenges, I make sure that I get access to the recordings because I know times vary, okay? Maybe also like 5 days, do I have to participate the entire time? I would suggest you participate the entire time, okay? So that you can get even more value from this. So again, we have a lot going on. There has been a pivot in the way that we are actually doing things, but trust and believe. You are first in mind. Your needs, where you want to go, what you're trying to do, what you have coming up this summer, you are first in mind. What I'm doing not only for my legacy, but for your legacy as well. I hope you trust and believe that. I'm excited as we close out this month of May. There is so much in store for the month of June and for the rest of this year and your life. And I would love to be a part of it with you. Thank you for your time on today, for your investment in yourselves. Excuse the few hiccups. I'm not going to go back and edit none of this. We're going to put it out here exactly as it is, and we're going to keep it moving and popping, because what done is better than perfect. It's time for us to move the needle in our business. It's time for us to collaborate and move ahead, and it's time for us to leave a legacy and bring others with us. I'll catch you over the weekend again next week, and if you need to, I'll see you in after office hours, available again in the Brand You community. Join us live for that immediately following this training. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, giving you the latest update about our daily Get Your Assets in Order and Brand You series. Join me live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for actionable steps on brand building for beginners, current client revisions, and watch as we level up brands in 2025. We are covering everything from tools, tips, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, High Level, AI automations, and more. These will take you from confused to confident. So after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. If I were you, I wouldn't miss out. Mark your calendars and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free communities, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up as a struggling entrepreneur, we have the solution, the systems, and the experts. Our entire team is live each and every weekday at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can lunch and learn. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order.